Hello students. So I was not counting on having to make this video, but to be honest, I'm not completely surprised. When I was creating this hands-on assignment that you did for week 2, I was a little concerned about it, but I went ahead and went with it, and now I'm finding out it's not the best hands-on project I've ever seen. So that being said, I have some plans of how I'm going to address this because there are complications because of it. So let me change your view, if I can get my mouse to cooperate, and I'm going to change it to the course. We're on the course now. I want to apologize for all the issues. I want all of you to realize that if you struggled with this assignment, then you are not alone, okay? So just realize that. And also I want you to realize that, IT is difficult, and a lot of times you run into issues that you weren't counting on. And so that's just the nature of this field, right? And if you were wondering, maybe you chose the wrong field, or maybe, you're not good at this, that's not true. It just happens to be that all of you have different situations, different environments, different laptops, different abilities. I mean, it's across the gauntlet. And then to ask you to follow these steps when they're very specific for specific machines, you had to have a certain amount of RAM, a certain amount of storage, and so on. It was just too much for a course, especially an online course where all your machines are different, right? So, yes, you're in the right field. You didn't choose the wrong field. It's just I chose the wrong assignment. Okay, so we're going to correct that. So there were just too many students having problems. I mean, all of my stellar students were struggling. So I knew that there was a problem here. Okay, there are just too many complications that I could be able to physically address for each and every one of you. And if this class ever got any larger, I would definitely have trouble. So we need to fix this. So I want you to know that I'm going to go through, these are the list of all the assignments. These are the hands-on assignments, and there's one for every module. I'm going to correct that. I'm going to keep your scores for week 1, those 2 assignments. I'm going to keep your scores for the hands-on project with the phishing emails. That was a good activity and I liked it. And so I would like to keep that score. This is the little bad buddy right here, installing Security Onion. And if you had the ability to read the rest of these, they are all about what to do after you install Security Onion. And then you have to analyze Autopsy. I mean, there's just a whole slew of things that you have to implement and then use with Security Onion. So this is not going to work. So what I'm going to do is this assignment that we did for the hands-on module 4, it's 30 points. If you made the attempt and you wrote up what you did to try to get it done, I'm going to give you the points for that effort, because that was a lot of you spent a lot of time trying to make it work. So you're getting the points. So take that off your brow. You don't have to sweat about that. Now, week 3, please do not complete these 2 projects. I will make an announcement in the announcements when I redo those. And I'm going to have to redo the rest of these. But instead of having 2 hands-on projects in week 3, I'm going to make it 1 big one. All right? Same with the rest. So that way, hopefully, and it won't be this kind of hands-on. It'll be something totally different. I don't know yet. I'm working on that. But we're going to find a solution to this so that it's not impossible for you to succeed. I want you to succeed. I want you to learn. But I also don't want you losing sleep at night because it's so difficult. So we don't want that, right? You have plenty of time for that when you have a job. All right, it's not that bad. Just joking. All right, so I'm going to address the future projects. I'm going to give you points for trying on this one. I'll be modifying each of those future projects, so I'll let you know if they're the right one or not, so you know what to expect. And going forward, I just want you to know that When you have trouble like this, please do not hesitate to let me know. Now, a couple of you did reach out, but you didn't. Some of you have to give me enough information, because I'm blind, right? I don't know what you're struggling with, and just telling me it won't work, well, I don't know what the issue is. I have no clue, right? I don't have any idea what's going on. So please communicate clearly and details. You're going to find out in technology, details are like the most important thing ever. Whether you're doing documentation or you're talking to someone over the phone on a help desk, details matter. So we're going to go forward from here, and we're going to fix this. And if you have any questions, concerns, or anything, let me know, and I will address it and let everybody else know. All right, you guys are doing great. Hang in there. We're going to get through this course, and you're going to do great with it. You're going to be a great employee to help with disaster recovery and incident response. Talk to you later.